Good morning, Earthlings. I'm going to do a daily report for January 27th, 2021. And then later I'll be coming out. There's a full moon in Leo tomorrow. It'll be exact early afternoon Mountain Time, but I'll do that report and share it later. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you today. I don't know if anybody feels like telling me if you like having the screen, if you don't like having whatever. You just want to see my mug in your face, or if you like seeing the chart. All right, so the moon's gonna go through some shit today. Yesterday was kind of like, meh, I mean, it was going through Cancer, it wasn't really making any aspects. It's still in Cancer right now. It has gone through an opposition with Pluto, with Venus and Pluto up here. Venus and Pluto are about to come conjunct, and that conjunction is approaching within the next day or two. I can't remember when it's exact for sure, but probably within the next day and a half or so. So Venus is about relationships. Pluto is our subconscious, right? It's like transformation, knocking down foundations that aren't working. So there could be like shifts in relationships that might be highlighted today, and they would definitely be like longer term starts, or they may be things that have been kind of under, under the I don't even know what word I'm looking for. Wonder if something's going on with my Mercury. Let's see. But oh yeah, I'm going through a Mercury opposition. That's funny. Okay, so it could just be like a time for a shift in relationships, or if you're single, like what you're looking for. This could also be like really close to interpersonal relationships. What the things that make me feel good. It's almost like what we're accustomed to making us feel good in relationships and otherwise, especially with these guys in Capricorn. Capricorn is kind of about like it's an earth sign, and it's like it's rules the government and like agency over our lives and our career, reputation, stuff like that. Anyway, so we could be like just shifting our focus on like, well, that used to make me feel good, and so that's what I've been going after. But actually, maybe it's more of just a habit, right? Like Pluto breaks habits, and then with the moon in Cancer opposing it over here, it could just be really emotional. Plus, I mean, we're approaching a full moon that's just going to be at like 9 degrees here in Leo. So the moon is like almost full. The moon is going to go through oppositions with Venus, Pluto, Saturn, the Sun, and Jupiter, all, like by tomorrow, by the full moon, like shit's gone nuts, yo. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty emotional. The moon in Leo, it's in Cancer right now, so we want to feel comfortable. It has like 5 more degrees to go. By late this afternoon, early evening, it'll be in Leo. That's where it's creative. It wants to have fun. It wants to Leo is about our ego, and like ego gets a bad rap, right? Like yes, we want to be spiritual, but we're here on earth and we have an ego. So there's a healthy expression of the ego, like we are to be celebrated. That's how I like to think of Leos. On earth, like we're here to celebrate this life and who we are. It's just that we don't want to get unconsciously ruled by the ego, which is kind of where most of us begin or are or whatever, you know. It's a process. But you know, today really feels to me like take some time to think about what are things that you go after, or that you do, almost that you believe you enjoy, right? Um, Maybe that's changed and you haven't even taken the time to notice. So I did this thing, like, and I didn't even think about it, but I went on YouTube yesterday and I was like, holy shit, I have a lot of subscriptions, right? You know, and I miss like half of the people that I remember subscribing, because you can only get so many notifications, I guess. And I went through and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what about this one? What about this one? So I kind of went in and deleted a whole bunch of them, even though I still like them, but I just wanted to change up, like, do you guys hear my cat meowing? I just wanted to change things up, right? Like get new stuff in my life and check it out. Like I wasn't unhappy with what was going on. It was just, it was a habit, you know. It was I was hearing the same things over and over again, the same perspective, the same, you know, and not to any sort of detriment, but it was just cool to change it up a bit. So you might want to do something like that. You know, if you're in a relationship, um, communicate, you know what I mean? Just be transparent. We might be kind of emotional. You know, the full moon is an opposition. It's letting go. There's another like let go of things that don't serve you. You know, and take a good hard look at what those things could be, right? Um, I just want to see Neptune squaring the nodes right here. Um, I've been having crazy dreams, Neptune and Pisces, but you know, this Neptune squaring the nodes, the South node is kind of energy that we are like moving away from. I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want this to be long, but we can just be really confused right now. Um, that, you know, about like, what am I clinging to? Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. I'm not above any of this, you know. I'm in this energy too, and I just keep putting one foot in front of the other and doing things, right? So we don't want to do the Neptune thing and just daydream our way through it. um you know, because to manifest, if anybody's into manifesting or law of attraction, you, like, have, you know, doing oh my gosh, I'm really struggling with my words today. Envisioning things and daydreaming is all part of that, but you have to move towards the things that you are daydreaming about. And in my experience, when I take one step ahead, the universe meets me, like comes in like 3 steps, you know what I'm saying? So it's but there has to be some sort of step of faith on your part. I guess I'm pulling from these guys because that's who I grabbed first. Let's see what they're saying. Yeah, I think it might be kind of an intense day. um we've got Saturn approaching Mars in a square. There's Saturn right here. There's, I'm sorry, Uranus. Saturn is moving into its opposition with Uranus. The sun is moving into an opposition with Mars. There's still tension. Um, that tension feels kind of on the grander scale, right? You know, we might like, Uranus is about freedom and Saturn is about restriction. So being this emotional and kind of wanting to experience a transformation, um, with Pluto about the things that we want, maybe we have to be fluid. We have to be flexible, you know. Uranus is like, it's like electricity, right? So when a lightning bolt strikes, it just finds any way it can, you know, down. Um, And that kind of feels appropriate. Like, so you can't move that way, move another way. You know what I mean? Don't stand there looking at the way that you can't move, daydreaming, wishing that you could go another way and not do anything. You know what I mean? Um, Yep, sound effects. Strength. Left my glasses in Texas, so I have to borrow Zeke's. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. And based on what I know of mythology, probably with great hair and a six pack. I love it. Anyway, full moon report to come. Love and namaste. I can figure out how to do what I'm doing. Okay, bye guys.